So forget about all this WhatsApp posts, all this TikTok, Instagram, but ask yourself today, is your network your net worth? The network that you're sitting in today, is anyone from there is able to secure you or to help you to get your dream job? Just ask yourself that. Hello, beautiful people. Welcome back to another episode of ForW. I am your host, Darcy. If you have been here from day one, thank you very much for supporting the show. And if you're new here, welcome to the family, a space where we grow together, we heal together, and remind each other that we are not alone in this journey called life. But before we begin, please support the show by following us on Spotify and subscribing to the YouTube channel. Today, I want us to talk about the importance of your network, why you should leverage on the quality of your network, because that will open the door for you. How we have to leverage on ourselves, on our network, especially to help us to open doors for us. Firstly, I always remember this quote from my former boss, who will say that your network is your net worth, meaning you need to exactly be very intentional about whom you should network with. It's very important because that will open the door for you, either your business or your career or anything that you want to do in this life currently, and especially in our case in Africa. You need to have a good network and a strong network. I remember at my early stage of my career, I couldn't get a proper internship that really matched my domain of expertise. It's like now 15 years ago. However, I remember exactly that my auntie has to work her network for me to have an internship. That was the first time I've seen that it's very important for you to get a good network that can open doors for you. Yes, we will say that currently to get a job, you need to be a fair process. Let me tell you, even myself, I go through that sometime. Just few days ago, I was so down and so mad because why I have to struggle every single day. I have to give the 100% of myself for some of the things. Meanwhile, someone will just come, someone's daughters, for example, and get a higher position. Meanwhile, you have more experience with the person, you have more competence with the person. But because of is the daughter of so and so, it will open door for her. Sadly, that is the reality that we are facing now. So don't blame anyone. I think I've done my part of crying now, and I'm at this stage in my life. I think I need to do a screening of my network because it's really important for me, and then to know what is my next step. Coming back again to another example of mine, the internship that my auntie was able to get for me, and thankfully I have been always a hardworking girl. I give 100% of myself in whatever I do in this journey called life, because I don't have any other choice than working double than my other peers, because sometimes life is not fair, but I guess you have to work harder than some people to get where you are. So because of that alone internship, I was able to get one of my stable and permanent job because of my first internship. Why? That is also where whatever you do also, or wherever you go, make sure you have a good relationship with people, especially when you are working in a working environment. Sometimes working with our supervisor can really frustrates us sometimes. However, you need to know that these people might be the key for you to open your next job opportunity. Some people will take that part of reference check very lightly, but you should really take it very seriously when it comes to your job and when it comes to the relationship with your direct supervisor. Unfortunately, it's the reality. So if you have any issue with your supervisor, just make sure it is sorted so that that person won't really write bad thing about you when someone calls or write to them for them to check on your background. And thankfully, because of that internship, that former boss of mine knew that supervisor of the internship that I did. I think it just took him just a call to call the guy and check. And the guy just told him that, you know what, she's very good, she's very excellent. That was the opportunity for me also, because I have built strong relationship with that person at that time, and I was able to get my first permanent job exactly 10 years ago. Isn't life funny or surprising sometimes? I never knew that just only one person call can open other doors for me. And I make sure from that day to now, I have been very intentional about my network, because I knew exactly very early that this whatever so-called is based on who you know. You can be the best hardworking girl or man in this world, but if you don't have a strong network, you will struggle. Because of the type of work I do every single day, I can see the power of network. So I'm telling you this today because we are friends on my podcast here, and it's really important for me for you to know that if you are an introvert person, let me tell you, start learning how to leverage your network. And it's not only about your degree, there's something bigger than that nowadays. And these folks out there, they don't care. They only care about who is your father, or who is your mother, or who is your auntie, or who is your friend even. Because I saw some people getting higher job because of their friend. So you see how very important it is. So please work on your network. Be very intentional about it, because it's the key thing these days. It's very true that people will tell us so many things out there about working hard. You will get that job that you are looking for. Your business will succeed. How can your business prosper if you don't create a good network? How? I've seen also entrepreneurs also struggling. They are literally really struggling today. Some people are in this business for years. I know that Brain. I have been following her from day one today. She's a brand, Ivorian brand. They do bags, very nice, luxurious bag. But I've seen that startup growing from day one, because we were following her on Facebook at that time. But today, she have built an empire because of what her network. I remember when her business started flying. She have opened one of her store, and some people loot her shop to steal valuable stuff, her bags. But it just took one post of Facebook and an influencer in Abidjan, and then she was able to reach out to the girl. And let me tell you, from now till now, they are still friends. Actually, even I think even business partners. That girl was able to open shop to Cote d'Ivoire, Burkina Faso, even in France on the Champs-Élysées. So it just took her one person for her to be able to leverage her business. So today, you will see in her story already that the importance of having a good network. That is also another example that I will always think about it when I'm thinking of successful people and how they were able to really leverage and use the network to be able to grow their business. That's the same thing that's applied to us when we are job hunting or when you want to grow. It is unfortunately today, I'll always advise you to have a good skill, to have a good competency, know your story, know your job when you're applying for a position or where you are working. At least that will help you. But most importantly, build relationship. I am where I am today. I think I will say by 80% or 90% of my network. It just took me a post, an advert in a time of my life. I was also an entrepreneur from the Tony Elomelo Foundation in 2019, I remember. And from that group, because we were a group of young people in Mali, so we were on a WhatsApp group. And I remember there was a lady, a friend of mine, who just posted the advert of the African Union Youth Volunteer post. This is where I said, I don't know why, I'm just like, no, I think that is my next step. Because I always had that ambition, that dream to be a civil servant. So this is where also that also opened me that door, and so on and so forth, from where I am today. So today my message to you, forget about all this WhatsApp posts, all this TikTok, Instagram, but ask yourself today, is your network your network? The network that you are sitting in today, is anyone from there is able to secure you, to help you to get your dream job? Just ask yourself that. It's very important for you to ask yourself those couple of questions, because in as much as we are trying to dream ourselves that hard work always pays off, I'm telling you, I'm being frustrated every single day. However, there is a reality that we need to face as well these days. You need to make your network need to work for you today. There is no other way. You need to check. It's very good to have friends, but ask yourself, is these people able to help me to get to my next level? That's a question that we need to ask ourselves. But let me tell you, one thing is certain about it. Most of these people has a powerful network that is able to get them where they are today. It's very good to blame them, but however, I think we need to work on our network. Also, take in consideration every aspect, because most of the time, every people that we meet also sometime it's a potential. So whoever you meet, don't disregard them, learn from them, because it can be your next opportunity. Even if you have a PhD today, you might be very smart, but if you don't have that strong network, let me tell you, you will be always frustrated in your professional life. It's very important to work on your network. That will help you and save you from a lot of burnout, a lot of stress. That is all for me today. So remember again, your network is your network. Think about it, work on it, and I'm pretty much sure that you will be able to see how powerful network can be. Until then, take care of yourself, dream big, create a good network. Thank you very much for spending this time with me. Don't forget to follow us on Spotify and subscribe to the YouTube channel. If these episodes speak to you, it's not a coincidence, it's your wake-up call. Share it with your network. A bientôt. Bye bye.